So Cindy Graham, are you a local resident here?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are here doing what?
We just want to stand up and say Black Lives Matter and that middle-class white people care about Black lives. And I don't want to say anything negative about the police because I know a lot of Camas cops are good friends of mine and they're great guys.
Right.
But that doesn't negate the fact that we need to stand up and do something to help African Americans.
What do you see, the movement that you're here for, what does it stand for, in your opinion?
In my opinion, it doesn't stand for socialism and some of these things they're saying on TV. It just stands for Black people have been oppressed and they are oppressed and we don't realize sometimes how much they are, and we need to make even more of an effort. All lives matter, but Black lives matter, and it needs to be said when this is happening in our country. We need to stand up and say that.
So you're here just basically at the grassroots level as a fellow human being or American.
Yeah.
To express your support for Black people.
It's a vote. This is a vote for Black Lives Matter, and we need more middle-class white people to quit yelling at their televisions and get out here and stand peacefully on the corner and say that.
Why do you use the term middle class?
I don't know. Actually, all classes. You're right. Why do I? All classes of white people.
You want to move down a block?
We want to go to DQ.
Okay, so here's the thing. Get that thing out of my face. We're going to keep it peaceful. We're going to keep it positive. We're going to keep it focused on Black Lives Matter. So if we do any chants, that's going to be it. You guys want to practice?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Whose lives matter?
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
All right, do we want to chant when we march?
Yes.
All right. Black Lives Matter!
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 Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
That's her, except to say that obviously she thinks you're something that maybe you aren't. I don't know. Maybe, but
Did she explain why she said that to me?
well, I can't. I don't know. I'm not her.
Do you know who she is?
No, I don't.
She won't identify herself.
Well, it doesn't matter. The people across the street aren't identifying themselves either. I think we're all Americans here. Some of us are more hot-headed and more one-sided than others, on both sides. But I know that compromise and regulations and things, retraining is the only thing that's going to solve this. But the reason I'm out here and I'm shouting Black Lives Matter is because I don't believe that white people would get shot and knelt on and stuff in these same circumstances. And I think it's wrong. These people who are getting killed are really not other. They actually are just like us. And so if we can stand up, we can help the police. Black people are policemen, for crying out loud.
So you're looking at things here locally or at a national level right now? Or
Well, I
both?
guess more of a national level.
Okay.
The police here are, I don't know of any screaming racist. I wouldn't think Mitch Lackey would stand for that. I think he's a pretty good guy, and the people I know on the force are good people.
So you're supportive of the police rally today too, then?
Yeah, I am I am supportive of the police for sure.
Can you do both? Can you be both pro-police and pro-Black Black Lives Matter? Are they mutually exclusive?
You know what? I am, so I guess I can. I don't know if other people can be, but I wish they would. I bet that there are quite a few people actually in the world that are both pro-Black Lives Matter and pro-police. There are black police, for crying out loud, we just have to stand up for the center. And I'm trying to do that here. That's why I'm talking to you.
What is the center, though? I was listening to a lot of reports about the Black Lives Matter movement, and they're tired of these things that are continuing to happen, and so they're condoning violence in many areas to get the point across. Do you support that, or is there a better way?
My only experience of violence has been from Antifa. I do not support them.
Right.
I have argued with them.
Okay.
I have stood in between them and police because I think they do nothing but
Agitate?
Well, agitate, and they're ready to agitate for a lot of things.
Right.
I care about Black lives right now and taking this moment to help make a more equal society, which will benefit all of us, including white people that are so upset because their lives aren't good, you know. But I think that, you know, and the police do need our support. I mean, the police, I would be more than happy to have that discussion with anybody out here who wants to say all cops are bastards. That's just stupid.
Yeah, what's up with that? I learned that Tuesday night on our pages. That kept coming across over and over
but
again.
not everyone,
what does that tell you about society, though?
It tells me the same thing that a lot of the crazy people on the other side. That there are a lot of people who would rather yell and scream and argue than do the hard political work. And I guess I would say that sometimes you need agitation to bring issues to the fore, but you know, and I'm not going to address what black people are doing. I don't think black people around here, it's not the black people that are the problem. It's the white leftists and Antifa, and it's the white Proud Boys. Okay, it's the white people that are the problem here.
The extremists on both sides.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
You know, and anyway, but no, the cops. Do you know that? Have you interviewed our new city manager? Poor guy.
It's coming.
Well, I was hoping he would come today, or the mayor, but I'm sure he supports the cops and Black Lives Matter. There are probably a lot of people that do that, you know. I don't know. I don't have any magic words. I just think it might be fun to be outrageous and extreme, but it doesn't get anything done, and it can get people killed at the end of the day.
Sir?
I don't want to tell you my name.
Okay. Okay, so are you a local resident?
Yes.
Okay, so why are you here tonight?
To support Black Lives Matter.
Okay. And what have you thought about the turnout and the messaging tonight on the Black Lives Matter side?
I mean, I wish it was more. Kind of knew we were in this type of area, but I didn't really, I always felt it. I always thought I was surrounded by the Fox News crowd, but this proves it. We really are.
What do you mean by that comment?
Well, we've got a core group about, I'd say it's about 3-1 Blue Lives Matter to Black Lives Matter. So,
What do you think we should be doing about police reforms? What do you think works? What do you think we should do as a
well,
society?
I think the fundamental problem is pretty simple. Something like 70% of 911 calls are nonviolent, don't need any kind of armed men to show up. Like if my neighbors are having a party, why is it that my only option is to call to have armed men come to shut it down? Why is there another option?
Like what? Like what would that be?
I don't know. I'm not a policy guy, but it should be something. So we should take some of the money that we're using for the police to fund other programs for other ideas so that there's less guns, less heat, you know, less amplification, less violence.
So that's part of the defund the police from the Black Lives Matter organization. Is that what you were talking about?
Right. I don't like defund the police because
Okay.
it makes it sound like we don't want police.
Okay.
There's a need for police, but most of the time there doesn't need to be armed men. You know, you don't need armed men.
Like, can you give me an example? Like a
If
cat,
I run
a cat in a
stop
tree?
sign, I don't need a guy with a gun to come at me.
Okay.
To give me a ticket. All right. That's what I mean.
So you're saying we should put more money toward other resources away from the police departments? Is that what you mean?
I mean, maybe they could come up with a way to do it within the police department. Maybe
Okay.
there could be, I think Camas Bell had an idea like the Are You Okay squad, where like somebody comes and they're like, hey, are you okay? And then if it's not okay and it's a dangerous situation, maybe they call someone with the guns to come. But there needs to be less violence. There needs to be less armed men threatening people, you know?
So you're for gun control then? You think we should do more
Absolutely.
gun control?
Yeah.
So you support gun control measures and you also support the Black Lives Matter organization itself?
Yeah.
Or the grassroots?
What's that?
So you support the Black Lives Matter organization and the grassroots part of it too?
Yeah.